Today we're going to make some melodies with my Narcos plugin right at busyworksbeats.com/Narcos. We're going to run this through a bunch of free plugins to show you how advanced the sound can actually get. All right, so let's start with a simple pluck sound, and we're going to start with the chord bass. Let's do D minor, and then we'll probably do a suspended second for more of like a Travis Scott vibe. Let's pull this over, flatten that third. And let's copy this over, and you could just repeat it. Let's repeat it twice, and at the end have a suspended fourth, or you could do major to switch up the mood and use augmented. So as you see, some sounds are already on the reverb effect. We can turn that off. You can also drag one-shots in here. It's the most random thing sometimes to add I added a hi-hat in here and it sounded so fire one time. You could add the most random one-shots. Let's see if it works this time around. Where's our, I don't know how to run through his sounds here. Percussion, let's go to a trap kit. So as that plays, let's add a hi-hat in here just to show you how hi-hats can sound good. Just adds that thing to the sound. Okay, so let's. Now I would have to tame the highs on this, but to me, it's a nice added texture to the sound. So let's just tame the highs a little bit. Let's do an EQ. Okay, now let's also start using some plugins. There's a plugin, where's it at? Deja Vu. Sounds pretty good on stuff. I think it's like halftime. I can't make out what it is, like if it's a halftime or a looper. Now the thing is, it only catches that first beat, so let's blend the mix. Okay, we don't need this actual one shot. That was just an example. Now let's hear this run through. I'm going to use Arctic, which is the plugin by, how do you spell it? ARC by Acoustica Audio. I'm going to add some compression to the sound. Turn down this deja vu effect. It's a little loud. So I'm adding this like subtle saturation. That's what I'm adding to the sound. Let's also pull this down one key. I'm going to add the reverb back to the sound. There's also other controls in Narcos. You could add portamento. You could add unison. Let's add portamento. Change that last chord to a suspended fourth instead of the augmented. Let's up the voices. And we have like a Travis Scott vibe. You also have this retro analog. You can turn this up. That works on like plug stuff. It basically every other hit, it pans a different direction. There's also an arpeggio. Again, go to busyworksbeats.com/Narcos. Let's try the new plugin we found called Pumpkin. Where's it at? Here we go. This is by Acoustica Audio. Let's add some more drive. Boost the highs. And then blend it in. So here's before. Now it sounds good because of my ear and sound design in the plugin. But now we have a sound that's a little more alive. Okay, so that is that. That sounded dope. Let me see if we could let's automate that plugin here. Let's automate this. Let's keep it at 100%, but just automate the mix level. That way we can blend it in over time. And then we can see what it sounds like. Okay, let's get some drums here. So I'm trying to decide, do I want an 808 or a sub bass? Let's turn down this. Okay, so all the tracks are going into that mix bus. Which it actually makes the kick sound cooler. Okay, so I'm gonna actually route it directly out. But it does sound cool through that Pumpkin plugin, Saturator. Okay, let's find some hi-hats. Add the Metro snare. I hear boom, boom, boom. That's what I hear in my head. But I don't know what would give me that sound. So in our Discord, we have 120 808s that are my favorites. Just go to discord.gg/busyworksbeats. Need to find one that I could sustain. Let's use this one. I think we'll use this one. Sounds like a Spins 808. I'm gonna go in here. We're gonna right click, edit in audio editor. We're gonna snap to 0 crossings and zoom on in here and grab this like this, and then try to find a closing. And then we're gonna set the loop and double click and then drag this back in and make sure you use loops. You can hear the loop wasn't perfect, but it doesn't really matter because it sounds like saturation. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. So let's record. Okay, so not the greatest loop, but let's get Control Q. Okay, so right here is offsets a little bit. We can hit Shift Q to fix that. Let's run this 808 through the new plugin that's free from Acoustica Audio called Pumpkin. It's free now. I don't know how long it will be free. add another Narcos instance, and let's add like another top line melody. Also, I'm going to move into a soft clipper here called K-Clip. Just adds that crunch. Okay, let's add another instance of Narcos. So we have a ton of instruments in here. Let's start with, let's do maybe some kind of bell sound. This is like an organ type bell. So I'm going to build in this pattern so you can see where I'm building the melody. So we're going to take the top note, pull it up an octave. Now I'm going to use like half steps that create that Arabic scale type feel. Okay, now we can run this through the same plugins. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, I don't want to repeat that too much because remember, everything is halved. So technically that was a 2-bar loop. We don't want it to get too repetitive. Okay, we need some hi-hats to keep the track moving. And that's how we get that really unique sound. Let's format this so it's, builds up into the drum. That was just a quick run through. That wasn't even like sitting and doing all the little nuances. So go to busyworksbeats.com/narcos. And I just showed you how you could twist these sounds to sound like almost anything, but they're so unique because I put my hands on the sounds and custom made them for producers. That's why they sound so unique. Thank you for watching. It's Game from busyworksbeats.com. I'll leave a link below. Peace.